23 to 12. 24 to 12. 24 to 13. 24 to 14. 24 to 15. 24 to 16. 25 to 16. 26 to 16. 26 to 17. 26 to 18. 27 to 18. 27 to 19. 28 to 19. 28 to 20. 28 to 21. 28 to 22. 28 to 23. 28 to 24. 29 to 24. 29 to 25. 30 to 25. 31 to 25. 31 to 26. 32 to 26. 33 to 26. 33 to 27. 33 to 28. 34 to 28. 35 to 28. 36 to 28. 36 to 29. 36 to 30. 37 to 30. 38 to 30. 38 to 31. 38 to 32. 38 to 33. 38 to 34. 38 to 35. 39 to 35. 39 to 36. 40 to 36. 41 to 36. 41 to 37. 41 to 38. 42 to 38. 43 to 38. 44 to 38. 45 to 38. 46 to 38. 47 to 38. 48 to 38. 48 to 39. 49 to 39. 50 to 39. 51 to 39. 52 to 39. 53 to 39. 53 to 40. 54 to 40. 55 to 40. 56 to 40. 57 to 40. 58 to 40. 59 to 40. 59 to 41. 59 to 42. 60 to 42. 60 to 43. 61 to 43. 62 to 43. 63 to 43. 64 to 43. 65 to 43. 67 to 43. 67 to 44. 67 to 45. 67 to 46. 68 to 46. 68 to 47. 68 to 48. 69 to 48. 70 to 48. 70 to 49. 71 to 49. 71 to 50. 72 to 50. 72 to 51. 72 to 52. 72 to 53. 72 to 54. 73 to 54. 73 to 55. 73 to 56. 73 to 57. 74 to 57. 75 to 57. 75 to 58. 75 to 59. 75 to 60. 75 to 61. 76 to 61. 76 to 62. 76 to 63. 76 to 64. 76 to 65. 77 to 65. 77 to 66. 77 to 67. 77 to 68. 77 to 69. 78 to 70. 79 to 70. 79 to 71. 79 to 72. 80 to 72. 80 to 73. 81 to 73. 82 to 73. 82 to 74. 82 to 75. 83 to 75. 83 to 76. 84 to 76. 84 to 77. 84 to 78. 84 to 79. 85 to 79. 86 to 79. 86 to 80. 87 to 80. 88 to 80. 89 to 80. 89 to 81. 90 to 81. 91 to 81. 92 to 82. 92 to 83. 93 to 83. 93 to 84. 93 to 85. 94 to 85. 94 to 86. 94 to 87. 95 to 87. 95 to 88. 95 to 89. 96 to 89. 97 to 89. 98 to 89. 99 to 89. 99 to 90. 99 to 91. 99 to 92. 100 to 92. 100 to 93. 100 to 94. 100 to 95. 101 to 95. 102 to 95. 103 to 95. 103 to 96. 104 to 96. 105 to 96. 105 to 97. 106 to 97. 107 to 97. 107 to 98. 107 to 99. 108 to 99. 109 to 99. 109 to 100. 110 to 100. 111 to 100. 111 to 101. 112 to 101. 112 to 102. 112 to 103. 113 to 103. 113 to 104. 114 to 104. 114 to 105. 115 to 105. 115 to 106. 115 to 107. 116 to 107. 116 to 108. 117 to 108. 118 to 108. 118 to 109. 119 to 109. 120 to 109. 121 to 109. 121 to 110. 121 to 111. 122 to 111. 123 to 111. 124 to 111. 124 to 112. 124 to 113. 124 to 114. 124 to 115. 125 to 115. 125 to 116. 125 to 117. 125 to 118. 125 to 119. 126 to 119. 127 to 119. 128 to 119. 129 to 119. 129 to 120. 129 to 121. 130 to 121. 131 to 121. 132 to 121. 132 to 122. 132 to 123. 132 to 124. 133 to 124. 134 to 124. 134 to 125. 135 to 125. 135 to 126. 136 to 126. 137 to 126. 137 to 127. 137 to 128. 137 to 129. 137 to 130. 137 to 131. 138 to 131. 138 to 132. 138 to 133. 139 to 133. 139 to 134. 139 to 135. 139 to 136. 139 to 137. 139 to 138. 139 to 139. 140 to 139. 140 to 140. 140 to 141. 140 to 142. 140 to 143. 141 to 143. 141 to 144. 141 to 145. 141 to 146. 142 to 146. 142 to 147. 142 to 148. 142 to 149. 142 to 150. 143 to 150. 144 to 150. 144 to 151. 145 to 151. 146 to 151. 146 to 152. 146 to 153. 147 to 153. 147 to 154. 148 to 154. 148 to 155. 148 to 156. 148 to 157. 149 to 157. 149 to 158. 149 to 159. 150 to 159. 150 to 160. 150 to 161. 151 to 161. 152 to 161. 153 to 161. 153 to 162. 154 to 162. 154 to 163. 154 to 164. 155 to 164. 156 to 164. 157 to 164. 157 to 165. 158 to 165. 159 to 165. 160 to 106. 161 to 166. 162 to 166. 162 to 167. 162 to 168. 163 to 168. 163 to 169. 163 to 170. 163 to 171. 163 to 172. 163 to 173. 163 to 174. 163 to 175. 164 to 175. 165 to 175. 165 to 176. 165 to 177. 166 to 177. 166 to 178. 167 to 178. 168 to 178. 169 to 178. 170 to 178. 170 to 179. 171 to 179. 172 to 179. 172 to 180. 173 to 180. 174 to 180. 174 to 181. 175 to 181. 175 to 182. 175 to 183. 175 to 184. 176 to 184. 177 to 184. 177 to 185. 178 to 185. 179 to 185. 180 to 185. 181 to 185. 182 to 185. 183 to 185. 184 to 185. 185 to 185. 186 to 185. 186 to 186. 187 to 187. 187 to 188. 187 to 189. 187 to 190. 187 to 191. 188 to 191. 188 to 192. 189 to 192. 189 to 193. 190 to 193. 191 to 193. 191 to 194. 191 to 195. 192 to 195. 192 to 196. 192 to 197. 192 to 198. 193 to 198. 194 to 198. 194 to 199. 195 to 199. 196 to 199, 197 to 199, 197 to 200, 197 to 201,
300 में
197 to 202, 198 to 202, 199 to 202, 199 to 203, 199 to 204, 199 to 205, 200 to 205, 201 to 205, 201 to 206, 201 to 207, 201 to 208, 202 to 208, 203 to 208, 203 to 209, 204 to 209, 204 to 210, 205 to 210, 206 to 210, 206 to 211, 206 to 212, 206 to 213, 207 to 213, 207 to 214, 208 to 214, 208 to 215, 209 to 215, 210 to 215, 211 to 215, 211 to 216, 212 to 216, 212 to 217, 213 to 217, 214 to 217, 214 to 218, 214 to 219, 215 to 219, 216 to 219, 216 to 220, 217 to 220, 218 to 220, 218 to 221, 218 to 222, 219 to 222, 220 to 222, 220 to 223, 221 to 223, 222 to 223, 223 to 223, 224 to 223, 225 to 223, 225 to 224, 225 to 225, 225 225 to 226. 225 to 227. 225 to 228. 225 to 229. 225 to 230. 225 to 231. 226 to 231. 227 to 231. 228 to 231. 228 to 232. 228 to 233. 229 to 233. 230 to 233. 230 to 234. 230 to 235. 230 to 236. 230 to 237. 231 to 237. 231 to 238. 231 to 239. 232 to 239. 232 to 240. 232 to 241. 232 to 242. 233 to 242. 233 to 243. 234 to 243. 234 to 244. 234 to 245. 235 to 245. 235 to 246. 235 to 247. 236 to 247. 237 to 247. 238 to 247. 238 to 248. 238 to 249. 238 to 250. 238 to 251. 238 to 252. 238 to 253. 238 to 254. 238 to 255. 238 to 256. 239 to 256. 240 to 256. 240 to 257. 241 to 257. 241 to 258. 242 to 258. 242 to 259. 243 to 259. 243 to 260. 243 to 261. 244 to 261. 245 to 261. 246 to 261. 247 to 261. 247 to 262. 248 to 262. 249 to 262. 249 to 263. 249 to 264. 250 to 264. 250 to 265. 251 to 265. 252 to 265. 253 to 265. 254 to 265. 255 to 265. 256 to 265. 256 to 266. 256 to 267. 256 to 268. 257 to 268. 257 to 269. 258 to 269. 259 to 269. 259 to 270. 259 to 271. 259 to 272. 260 to 272. 261 to 272. 261 to 273. 262 to 273. 262 to 274. 262 to 275. 263 to 275. 264 to 275. 265 to 275. 266 to 275. 267 to 275. 267 to 276. 268 to 276. 268 to 277. 269 to 277. 270 to 277. 271 to 277. 272 to 277. 273 to 277. 274 to 277. 275 to 277. 275 to 278. 275 to 279. 275 to 280. 275 to 281. 276 to 281. 276 to 282. 277 to 282. 277 to 283. 278 to 283. 278 to 284. 279 to 284. 280 to 284. 281 to 284. 282 to 284. 283 to 284. 284 to 284. 285 to 284.
Oh.
286 to 284. 287 to 284. 287 to 285. 287 to 286. 287 to 287. 288 to 287. 289 to 287. 289 to 288. 290 to 288. 290 to 289. 290 to 290. 290 to 291. 290 to 292. 291 to 292. 292 to 292. 292 to 293. 293 to 293. 293 to 294. 294 to 294. 294 to 295. 295 to 295. 296 to 295. 297 to 295. 297 to 296. 297 to 297. 298 to 297. 298 to 298. 299 to 298. 300 to 298.
इसका
300 to 299. 301 to 299. 301 to 300. 301 to 301. 301 to 302. 302 to 302. 303 to 302. 303 to 303. 303 to 304. 303 to 305. 304 to 305. 304 to 306. 305 to 306. 306 to 306. 307 to 306. 308 to 306. 309 to 306. 309 to 307. 310 to 307. 311 to 307. 312 to 307. 312 to 308. 312 to 309. 312 to 310. 313 to 310. 314 to 310. 315 to 310. 315 to 311. 315 to 312. 315 to 313. 315 to 314. 316 to 314. 317 to 314. 318 to 314. 319 to 314. 320 to 314. 321 to 314. 321 to 315. 322 to 315. 323 to 315. 323 to 316. 323 to 317. 324 to 317. 325 to 317. 326 to 317. 326 to 318. 327 to 318. 327 to 319. 328 to 319. 328 to 320. 329 to 320. 330 to 320. 331 to 320. 331 to 321. 331 to 322. 331 to 323. 332 to 323. 332 to 324. 333 to 324. 333 to 325. 333 to 326. 334 to 326. 335 to 326. 335 to 327. 335 to 328. 336 to 328. 336 to 329. 337 to 329. 338 to 329. 339 to 329. 339 to 330. 339 to 331. 340 to 331. 340 to 332. 340 to 333. 341 to 333. 342 to 333. 343 to 333. 343 to 334. 344 to 334. 345 to 334. 346 to 334. 346 to 335. 347 to 335. 348 to 335. 349 to 335. 350 to 335, 351 to 335, 352 to 335, 352 to 336, 353 to 336, 354 to 336, 354 to 337, 354 to 338, 354 to 339, 354 to 340, 355 to 340, 355 to 341, 355 to 342, 356 to 342, 357 to 342, 358 to 342, 358 to 343, 359 to 343, 359 to 344, 360 to 344, 361 to 344, 362 to 344, 362 to 345, 363 to 345, 364 to 345, 365 to 345, 366 to 345, 367 to 345, 368 to 345, 368 to 346, 368 to 347, 369 to 347, 369 to 348, 370 to 348, 371 to 348, 371 to 349, 372 to 349, 373 to 349, 374 to 349, 375 to 349, 376 to 349, 377 to 349, 378 to 349, 379 to 349, 379 to 350, 380 to 350, 381 to 350, 382 to 350, 383 to 350, 384 to 350, 384 to 351, 385 to 351, 386 to 351, 386 to 352, 386 to 353, 387 to 353, 388 to 353, 389 to 353, 389 to 354. 389 to 355. 390 to 355. 390 to 356. 390 to 357. 390 to 358. 391 to 358. 391 to 359. 391 to 360. 391 to 361. 392 to 361. 392 to 362. 393 to 362. 394 to 362. 394 to 363. 394 to 364. 395 to 364. 395 to 365. 396 to 365. 396 to 366. 397 to 366. 398 to 366. 399 to 366. 399 to 367. 400 to 367. 401 to 367. 402 to 367. 403 to 367. 404 to 367. 405 to 367. 405 to 368. 405 to 369. 405 to 370. 406 to 370. 407 to 370. 408 to 370. 409 to 370. 410 to 370. 410 to 371. 411 to 371. 412 to 371. 412 to 372. 413 to 372. 413 to 373. 414 to 373. 414 to 374. 415 to 374. 415 to 375. 416 to 375. 417 to 375. 417 to 376. 418 to 376. 418 to 377. 418 to 378. 419 to 300. 420 to 378. 421 to 378. 422 to 378. 422 to 379. 422 to 380. 423 to 380. 424 to 380. 424 to 381. 425 to 381. 426 to 381. 426 to 382. 426 to 383. 427 to 383. 428 to 383. 428 to 384. 428 to 385. 429 to 385. 429 to 386. 429 to 387. 430 to 387. 430 to 388. 431 to 388. 432 to 388. 433 to 388. 433 to 389. 434 to 389. 435 to 389. 436 to 389. 436 to 390. 437 to 390. 437 to 391. 438 to 391. 438 to 392. 438 to 393. 438 to 394. 438 to 395. 439 to 395. 440 to 395. 441 to 395. 442 to 395. 442 to 396. 442 to 397. 443 to 397. 443 to 398. 443 to 399. 443 to 400. 443 to 401. 444 to 401. 444 to 402. 445 to 402. 446 to 402. 446 to 403. 446 to 404. 447 to 404. 448 to 404. 448 to 405. 449 to 406. 449 to 407. 450 to 407. 451 to 407. 452 to 407. 453 to 407. 453 to 408. 453 to 409. 453 to 410. 454 to 410, 455 to 410, 456 to 410, 456 to 411, 457 to 411, 457 to 412, 458 to 412, 459 to 412, 459 to 413, 459 to 414, 460 to 414, 460 to 415, 460 to 416, 461 to 416, 462 to 416, 462 to 417, 462 to 418, 462 to 419, 463 to 419, 463 to 420, 463 to 421, 463 to 422, 463 to 423, 464 to 423, 465 to 423, 465 to 424, 465 to 425, 465 to 426, 466 to 426, 466 to 427, 466 to 428, 467 to 428, 468 to 428, 469 to 428, 469 to 429, 470 to 429, 470 to 430, 471 to 430, 471 to 431, 471 to 432, 472 to 432, 472 to 433, 472 to 434, 473 to 434, 473 to 435, 474 to 435, 474 to 436, 475 to 436, 476 to 436, 476 to 437, 477 to 437, 477 to 438, 478 to 438, 478 to 439, 478 to 440, 479 to 440, 480 to 440, 480 to 441, 481 to 441, 482 to 441, 482 to 442, 482 to 440, 483 to 443. 483 to 444. 484 to 444. 484 to 445. 484 to 446. 485 to 446. 485 to 447. 485 to 448. 486 to 448. 486 to 449. 486 to 450. 486 to 451. 486 to 452. 487 to 452. 487 to 453. 488 to 453. 489 to 453. 490 to 453. 491 to 453. 491 to 454. 492 to 454. 493 to 454. 494 to 454. 494 to 455. 495 to 455. 496 to 455. 496 to 456. 496 to 457. 496 to 458. 496 to 459. 497 to 459. 498 to 459. 498 to 460. 499 to 460. 500 to 460. 501 to 460.